Ginger, and welcome back to the farm. It is hot as Hades out here in middle Georgia, but I needed to tell y'all about something. I have finally found the holy grail of fly management for donkeys. Anybody who has donkeys knows that flies are extremely difficult to manage on them, way worse than horses for whatever reason. But after many years of trying all sorts of things, I finally have it down pat. So let me show you what we do. First of all, this stuff. Every single day, you just put just a little scoop in their feet. Every single day. Now, it's important to know that you don't really miss very many days in a row. If you miss 1 or 2 days, you might be okay. If you miss 3 or 4 days, you got to start back over. So, every single day during fly season, put this in their feet. Second off, a lot of times, a lot of donkeys do not like fly spray. For whatever reason, I have several that just do not like fly spray. And also, you got to put fly spray on them pretty much every single day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day, and it still doesn't work, and it's aggravating. So you know what I found? Ultra Boss. There's several different brands. I haven't tried them all. I have tried this one. I like it. Now, I live in middle Georgia. It rains every single afternoon during the summertime, so it says once a month, but on these guys, I put it on them every 2 weeks. All you do is fill it up to whatever line that you need it on. These are minis. So, like on my horses, I go up to 30 or maybe even 50, but on the minis, like 10 to 15. And then you just drop it right on their wither and drop it right on their back right there. Okay. Right. Ultra Boss Pour On Insecticide. Okay. Some animals are really sensitive to it, and sometimes they may lose hair in the areas of where, of where you might put it. So far, I have not had that problem, not even on my horses, but, you know, each animal's a little different, so you might want to check that out, but it keeps the biting flies off of them. Ow. Not the biting donkeys, though. And the third thing I do is Old Spice Original Deodorant, especially for the ones who really don't like you touching them with fly spray or anything like that. You can do the roll-on and you can use it on yourself, and it helps keep the gnats and the houseflies from biting on you.
Angelo's been working overtime on his flips. He needs the deodorant that works overtime.
Anyone with donkeys knows that a lot of times during the summer they really get eaten up really bad here on their legs, but as you see, I do not have hardly any of that at all on my white donkey. You could see where they tried to earlier this spring, but then once I started using this stuff, this doesn't happen any longer. Here's another example. No fly bites on the legs. And usually during the summer, it's pretty terrible. So remember, 707 Multi-Fly every day in their food. Ultra Balls, roughly every 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how much rain you have in your area. And Old Spice Original rubbed down their legs and across their ears. And maybe even around the underside of their eyes to keep the night gnats and the houseflies out.